Okay, I'm live. 3 seconds in, I'm live. Let's see, we'll just wait till 11. Just turned 11. I'm fucking on time. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to episode 2. And as the thumbnail describes, we're going to talk about how to make trillions of dollars. Yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff in the show notes, a bunch of improvements that I had to make from last week's live stream, and on my to-do list, I had create a thumbnail, which if you see the thumbnail, it's pretty pathetic, which is amazing. I shared it on social, so I got it out instead of during the live stream. I got it out beforehand. Little progress here, right? Also scheduled the live stream to maybe give people enough time. Maybe they were finishing watching a YouTube video and now they're hopping in, yada, yada, yada. So, anyway, long story short, it had zero effect. And let's see here. And I just want to give a special shout out to Paul. Paul, I don't know who you are, bro. You're the only person that liked and retweeted this. It seems like all of my other stuff gets a little more likes and retweets, but when you want to put something out on YouTube, everyone's like, fuck this guy. Like, serious. Like, do we need another one of you? Probably not. But you know what? Here I am. So build the thumbnail, share it on the socials, Twitter to start. I put improve my background. So if you'll notice, I now have artwork right here. Pretty not bad, right? Fucking improved. I improved my background. Look at this, right? Now you're getting culture. You're getting culture in this fucking feed. Then I started to toy in with like analytics and yada yada yada, and to learn that it said that I had 0 followers. Although I got 5 views supposedly, I don't know if they were all me rewatching my own video. Which is you got to watch your own videos, see how you improve, see how you can make things a little more engaging, and yada yada yada. But as described, how to make trillions according to um, the thumbnail. And day 2, we're going to talk about side hustles, and we're going to talk about what I'm up to and things like that. So I'm not going to reveal what business I am building just yet, but I want you to kind of understand a couple of key points with this whole thing, and especially going on YouTube, right? So you have 112 hours in a week, right? So 7 days a week, you have 16 hours left over after sleeping, if you get 8 hours. And you ideally have 112 hours a week to do something. So in my case, my 112 hours is divided up in a gazillion ways, right? I'm running and operating multiple businesses. I am trying to start a new business. And how do I like recapture and break off some of that time? Like, and how much time should you dedicate towards something new? Like, what's kind of the whole situation? In an ideal perfect world, like, you have built your businesses up to the point where, they're self-sustaining and they don't necessarily need you involved every single moment and every single day. But my businesses are still very much dependent on me to show up every single day. And every day I don't show up, something goes wrong. Something gets messed up, and the work piles up, and it goes on to another day and becomes a whole thing, right? Um, so I am slowly trying to get to the point where I can, remove myself in the day-to-day operations of businesses and work more and focus more on building those businesses, right? I'm also doing that in conjunction with starting a brand new business, which requires a shit ton of work, and it requires a shit ton of like actual thought, right? But two key kind of like, frames of mind and references, right? Like you always overestimate what you can do in the short term, but you underestimate what you can do in the long term, right? So with building this business, I'm not trying to like shoot for, everything all at once. I don't want to put that weight on myself, but I do also want to set milestones to keep myself accountable to make sure that, I'm constantly pushing the ball forward, right? So we started doing these live streams every Tuesday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, New York City. And I'm gonna see if I could really try to hold to that, and if I accomplish that within a year, I'll get 52 of these live streams, and hopefully, intermittently in between that, I'll be able to produce higher quality content with better, you know, everything, you know, better photography, better storytelling, better lighting, better mics, better, I have all this stuff, which is hilarious, right? So, like, yeah, good, God, got some stuff, a little camera here, but even though I'm live on my computer, this is R10, cheap, $1,000, whatever. You get a little lighting, you do stuff like that, like, but by no means am I a cinematographer. So, but the whole point of this is to just kind of just get out there and just, do something, because the power of just starting something is immense, like, if you can't always control your energy and your time, so you have to like do little tips and tricks to get yourself motivated. So like when I'm in this office and I'm struggling with transitions, right? Transitions are always challenging, where you're going from starting your day, you sit down, you have a glass of water, you get coffee, whatever your thing is, you want to try to minimize the transitions between your arrival and you getting straight down to work and start producing, because that's the real stuff. You could always get lost in like endless amounts of research and like learning and all these things, and you'll spend your whole life just constantly doing those things and not doing things and getting the practical experience that you need. So like, part of these live streams is like to talk about the very basics of just doing shit, you know what I mean? And celebrating the small things. Um, because everybody puts in their bios like entrepreneur, creator, founder, building, hustle, like all these kind of buzzwords. But like at the end of the day, like if you're not sitting here and celebrating even just the small stupid things, you're never going to progress to the next levels to where you get your business to something, that's an important milestone, whether it be revenue or product, like an MVP, most valuable product, like those kind of things. So like I cherish the small and stupid things, like artwork in my background, approve, getting my background going, doing the things that, a thumbnail. I made a fucking thumbnail. I'm not a graphic artist. I have no design experience. I'm not a cinematographer, but I'm putting out a video. So um the importance of starting, just do something, right? Then you can get into business development. Then you can kind of define like what a finished product looks like, and it's never going to be perfect. So just ship, right? Um, and yeah, and then next on my list is I'm going to research and pick a topic for next week. I'll try to publish something in advance and not just be so much on the fly. And that's pretty much it. I don't have anyone else in this room, which is fine. I don't think anyone's watching. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. This is for me. And if you want to, join along, then you can if you want. But I'll be here every Tuesday, 11 o'clock, building a side hustle, and I will reveal it, in due time whenever I feel like it's ready for the world. But in the meanwhile, I'll be posting live, videos, and I'll be updating you guys as to what's going on. I'll be improving my background. I'll be, constantly just doing the little, details that um, are going to build an audience. And maybe I'll have questions. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, that's it. That's the latest and greatest. You have 112 hours in a week. Break off one of those hours to start a side hustle that's going to help you generate revenue, that'll provide and build and build and build. Take that little bit of revenue you got, reinvest it in your business, whatever that may be, and keep building out there. And that's it. Other than that, guys, thanks for following along. I appreciate everything. It means the world to me. If you like, give this a like. If you subscribe, you know, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything to do that, and support, I mean, is huge. I'll remember the first few people that actually joined me on this journey, and I just want to thank you for your time. So that's pretty much it. Live stream over. I'll see you next week. All right, later.